Noles All Access is brought to you by the energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling. Welcome to Noles All Access, where we take you inside Florida State athletics. I'm Jay Sutton, and today we're going to recap the Boise State game with head coach Willie Taggart and get his take on what's ahead for the 2019 season. We're also going inside the helmet with quarterback James Blackman, and later in the show, we'll check in with Coach Mark Krikorian of our reigning national championship soccer team to preview the upcoming season. All that and much more up ahead on Noles All Access.
Tied in the fullback position, out of the shotgun, hand the ball off, running to the left, fumble football, it's loose and it's picked up. Noles have the ball to the 50, to the 45-yard line. FSU forces a takeaway. Big hit at the line of scrimmage. FSU's got the ball, and Janarius Robinson gobbles it up. Blackman in the gun, hands the ball off. Akers finds it, it's across the 20, to the 25, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown FSU. Cam Akers goes 37 yards. Third down, 8 from the 19. The snap out of the gun, pressure coming, gets the pass. It is incomplete. Quarterback was absolutely crunched. Blackman takes the snap, feeds the ball to Akers, keeps the ball, gets the pass out. Bubble screen set up on the right side. Nice side step across the 30, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. Outside the numbers to the 15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown FSU, Tamarian Terry. 75-yard, big play, screen play, and it works like a charm. Inside handoff, the Noles run the double work. Blocking is Blackman outside the numbers to the 40, 45. It is Keyshawn Helton. He's running about near midfield. One receivers to the right. First down goal. Pass to the sideline. Caught ball. Gabe Neighbors, a tight end to the left edge, gets the touchdown grab from Blackman. And the hurry up, lethal simplicity offense pays a huge dividend. Noles motor right down the field and get a touchdown throw. Here's the snap. Blackman awaits. Pump fake, looks downfield, throws the ball, deep ball, intended for Warren Thompson to the 10, to the 5, 3, 2, he's tackled to the 1-yard line. Here's the snap, the spot is down, the kick is long enough, and it is good. Ricky Aguayo with a 46-yard field goal. Seminoles are 4 for 4 on possessions and lead 24-6. Dropping to throw, Bachmeier, pressure coming, throws the pass, it is intercepted, picked off at the 30-yard line. Noles have their second takeaway. What a great read on the pass to the right side. Here's the snap to Bachmeier, hands the ball off, Mahone runs to his right, touchdown Boise State. Broncos get their first touchdown of the game, and it comes late in the second quarter. Moving right, here's the snap. They send the delay blitz, picked up nicely. There's a pass downfield, looking downfield, going to receive in the area, into the caught ball, at the 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Keyshawn Helton. Big play, Keyshawn from Pensacola, Florida, and Blackman with a pump fake, throws a rainbow pass, hauled in by Helton. The spot will be at the 16, 26-yard field goal. It is airborne and it's good. And we go to halftime with a 31-19 score.
Here comes pressure. Bachmeier doesn't see it, and he's thrown down by Carlos Becker for a sack.
32-yard line. Here's the snap. First to 15. Hitting the backfield. Tackle made. Nowhere for George Holani to run. That time, great penetration by the Seminole defense. Receivers to the left with Bachmeier, dropping to the Bachmeier, shovel pass, tackle made immediately. As that play made by Marvin Wilson, and he rocked George Holani. Boise State 36, Florida State 31. That will be your final.
Coach, coming into this game, there were a lot of concerns with Hurricane Dorian, and the game was eventually moved from Jacksonville to Tallahassee. How was that behind the scenes and getting the team prepared for a game and keeping them focused with so much going on?
Well, with our team, with things happening so quickly, it was at the last minute when we decided that we were going to have that game on Saturday. So we would just practice as if we were going to Jacksonville. And all training camp, we talk about sudden change. Things come up and it can't get us out of whack. And so we try to really focus on those things when it came up. And I tell you what, our facility people and everyone that was able to put that game together, that was very impressive, and we appreciate them.
It was, and the team came out rolling, especially in the first half. They got up to an 18-point lead. They put up 31 points. They did go scoreless in the second half, and you felt that there was a lack of execution. Do you attribute that to Boise State making adjustments, or was it more mental errors on the behalf of the team?
Well, I know during the game I felt like they had made adjustments and we didn't, but when you watch the tape, they really didn't adjust much. You know, we didn't do a good job of executing the plays that we were running, you know, and I think a lot of it had to do with pressing. Once we got down, we started to press as a team, and we can't do that as a football team. We still learning how to win and win well, and our guys got to understand when you have a team up, especially a team like Boise, you got to keep your foot on their throat. You know, that team knows how to win, and our team is learning how to win, and it's another step for our team to learn now. And unfortunately, the first game of the year, we play like that in the second half, but I think we all can do better, coaches and players, to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. But there were some bright spots in the
Absolutely.
game. Cam Akers rushed for over 100 yards, and Marvin Wilson, he did Marvin Wilson things.
Yes.
And, you know, the team did put up over 31 points in that half. So from your perspective, what did the team do well, and how can you build on that moving forward?
Well, in the first half, we executed. I thought we were focused and did a great job of executing our play, good job of blocking, and defense got the ball back to our offense, and we had some explosive plays, and that's those things that we want to do in this offense, is have explosive plays, and we didn't make too many mental mistakes, you know, and then in the second half we did. I will say in the first half we had the ball on the 3-yard line and didn't get it in there, so that's something we got to be better at. But overall, in the first half, we showed what this offense can be, you know. In the second half, we got to do a better job of putting our kids in position to make plays and making sure that they get in rhythm so we can keep our defense off the field.
And James Blackman, he threw for over 300 yards, and he had a pretty efficient game. But he did say that there were a couple of throws that he wished he could have back. How do you rate his performance in the game?
Well, I thought James did. I thought he did a good job. There's some things James could have did better. You know, there's some reads that he didn't execute on, and would have helped us tremendously. And I think a lot of that have to do with the first game, and again, pressing when our offense need a play. We really want to make a play rather than just running the offense. And again, that's one of those games, one of those things that James can learn from, and I know that he will, and he'll be much better next time we go out.
Well, Coach, you gave us some great insight on the quarterback. Coming up, we'll get some insight from our quarterback as we go inside the helmet with quarterback James Blackman. All that and much more up ahead on Noles All Access.
My name is James Blackman, play quarterback. I'm a junior, and I'm from South Bay, Florida. I remember when I was real young, my uncle used to take me out in the front yard when he was in college and throw the college football with me, and I was like 5 years old throwing the college football already. I was in City League. I played tight end, actually. My first two positions was D-end and tight end. And I remember the first game of the season, I had caught a 5-yard out, scored a touchdown. It felt great, too. That same year, it was just one day in practice. We was having like a little break, and me and a few other kids were throwing the ball around, and one of my coaches seen it, and he was like, man, come on. He just started showing me how to do a 3-step drop. And ever since that day, I was playing quarterback. That next Saturday we had a game, I was starting quarterback. Being the one who sets the tone, it's just a great feeling knowing you got a lot of guys behind you rooting for you, and they want to see how you work so they can follow your lead. Even though you get a lot of love playing the QB position, you get a lot of backlash. You got to be able to handle that and just block out all the negativity and be that same guy every day. Continue to uplift your teammates, keep motivating them, and not let your distractions distract you. I would like to coach, give back to the young, because I feel like there's a lot left. After you're done playing football, you can give back, teach people, help people get better. So I feel like that's one of the biggest things I want to do, is give back and help the youth.
This is exactly what you want. You know, this is what you work for. This, you know, a shot at the national championship. Destiny is in our hands.
Coming off their third national championship appearance in 6 years, Florida State football was poised to continue its success on the field. Coach Bobby Bowden and his staff embraced the unanimous preseason #1 ranking, but the team still had some unanswered questions. How would quarterback Chris Wenke perform in his first game since suffering a neck injury the previous November? The Seminoles took the field on what would be the first game of a historic season.
Receiver left side. Here's the snap from the 40. Dropping Wenke. Throwing near sideline. Caught Warren. Breaks the tackle to the 50. To the 45. Side steps to the 40. Gets a block to the 35. Anquan Bolden's in there as well. Here's the snap. Wenke. Hard slant. Diving catch. Touchdown FSU. Anquan Bolden. Oh, the freshman shows he can go down and dig it out of the dirt. First down. Toss pitch. And a reverse handout to Warren. Cuts off his blocker. Cuts it back against the grain. Runs into it. Keeps his balance. Looks for a block. Breaks another tackle. Zigzags Warren to the 15. Warren to the 10. To the 5. Touchdown Florida State. What a run. He came out of the phone booth, put on the S, and now ran 11 defenders in red, white, and blue.
We'll call him Houdini.
The shotgun Wenke. Quick underneath pass. Caught by the tight end. First down to the 30, 25 to the 20. And Brian Spriggs got it inside the 15. There's the tight end. Power I formation. Handoff McCray. He's got a Florida State touchdown. Touchdown FSU. Third down 5. They got to reach the 30. Rattay under heat. Gets the pass away. Incoming. Picked off. Intercepted at the 45. With the football, the Seminoles have it to the 12. 35 to the 30. Chris Hope. Here's the snap. Rattay looking. Gets the pass away. Picked off. Intercepted. 2-1. Touchdown Florida State. Theon Raxley. Raxley number 5.
Florida State took a 41-7 victory over Louisiana Tech. The season opener foreshadowed a football team that would dominate the '99 season on both sides of the ball.
September is finally here, and athletes across the nation are eager to show off the progress they've made in the preseason. Coach Poole and his volleyball squad are heading to Fort Worth, Texas, where they'll be playing in the TCU Fight in the Fort tournament. The Noles will be opening up the tournament against FAU on Friday at 3:30 p.m. And back in Tallahassee, your favorite national champions are taking the home field advantage against UF in the Sunshine Soccer Showdown.
Go, right at Marquise, follow up! Breakthrough, 1-0, Florida State.
Come show your support here at the Seminole Soccer Complex this Friday at 7 p.m. They'll be back at the Plex this Sunday at 3:30 to take on Sanford. For Noles All Access, I'm Alex Wendling.
Anytime that a team's winning a championship, a national championship, they're faced with a collection of other challenges. We're always going to get the other team's best game. We've been consistently a top-level team here in the U.S. for a number of years. We have to recognize that there is a target on our back, and that each time we go out to compete, that everyone that we're going to compete against is looking at that as being a really big game for them.
Good job. Great ball, Malia. Good, Christina. All of you need to coach each other. Tell them where to play the ball. Receive the ball, play to this person, that person. Make the game easier for your teammates, okay?
Our kids are competitors, right? The Carolina kids over the years, competitors. And I think that's common among groups that are competing for championships. And when I look at the collection of players we have back, they're hungry. They want to get better. They want to compete at the highest level they can.
Zhao fires! 4-1.
Every time you can, pick your head up and look in my eyes or Ema's eyes, whoever's on the end of the line.
The level of competition in the ACC is extraordinary. I would once again think that many of the familiar foes will be loaded again. I mean, I'm sure that Anson has his group ready to go, but it's much deeper than Florida State and North Carolina. I mean, you could look across the board and see a lot of great programs that that have established themselves over the years of being really, really good programs, and then some that are really improving and developing and getting better every year.
Welcome to Garnet and Gold Grub, presented by Tico Peoples Gas. I'm Chef Mike Smith, and with us today, we're lucky enough to have the voice of the Florida State Seminoles, Mr. Gene Deckerhoff. Gene, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's football season, and I can't wait to taste some of your legendary tailgating chili. You know, that's one of my favorite items on the menu, and I can't wait to see you make it, and I can't wait to eat it.
Well, we're going to do both today, Gene. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to turn the heat up to like a medium high, and we're going to add about 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil to the pot.
Yellow onions.
Chopped yellow onions, yep.
As a professional chef, why do you like to use natural gas?
Well, Gene, the reason I like natural gas is because, perfect example, this chili today, we're going to start off on really high heat. We're going to go to medium, they're going to go real low. And natural gas allows you to do all that, and it's the only way really to do it and to do it right and to get the best results. We're going to use some Angus beef. Then we're going to add a pork sausage. Just crumble it up as we go. Just keep it moving at this point because I'm still on that high heat. So we're going to use a little bit of flour. Let's stir that up and kind of let that incorporate with the meat.
Here comes a critical ingredient.
It is a critical ingredient. We're going to use our beer. We're going to pour it in there. So basically the beer is going to help deglaze this pan. You can smell it. It smells amazing.
Oh yeah.
Then we're going to go in with the tomatoes. And it's probably about 6 cups or so. And I'm going to give it a really good stir to incorporate everything together. I'm going to go with the black beans next. Now we're still on high. I'm going to try to get it to where it's going to simmer, and then we'll put in our spices. We're using about 2 tablespoons or so chili powder. We're going to use some cumin, and we're going to use some cayenne pepper. I'm going to let it go for about 15 minutes or so, just on this simmer. Okay, so here we have our finished product, our legendary tailgate chili. Gene watched me make all of it. He helped me with it, so now he's going to give it a try and let you know what he thinks.
Chef Mike, if it tastes as good as it smelled while we were cooking this legendary tailgate chili, I can't wait. Here we go. Okay, it's a first down.
Fingers crossed.
All right, second down. That's a touchdown, FSU.
For more information about this and other recipes, as well as Peoples Gas energy conservation rebates, visit peoplesgas.com/cooking.
Coming up on Noles All Access, we look ahead to the matchup against Louisiana Monroe with Coach Taggart.
Madden. Beach.
Garnet or gold?
Both.
Cake or ice cream?
Cake.
Pizza or barbecue?
Barbecue.
Favorite read?
True to the game.
Favorite late night snack?
Kit Kat.
Favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast.
What song do you know all the words to?
Big Green Tractor.
Who's the best dancer on the team?
Marvin Wilson.
Who's the worst dancer on the team?
James Blackman.
Would you rather play a bear or an alligator?
Both. I want to test out both.
Would you rather live without music or without TV?
Without TV.
Would you rather have no phone or no shoes?
No phone.
Pound for pound, who's the strongest player on the team?
James Blackman. No.
The Look Ahead is presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win the ultimate fan experience at nolescontest.com. Coach, looking ahead to this ULM matchup, I think that this is a game that a lot of Noles fans have already put in the win column before the guys have even had a chance to go out there and play. Why should people not take this ULM team for granted? And what's your message to the team to keep them focused and not overlook this team and get caught sleeping?
Well, with our football team, we can't overlook anyone right now. We're still learning how to win, and we need to learn how to win the right way. And we have an opportunity this Saturday against ULM to go out and play a complete ball game, something we haven't done yet. And our guys know we need to play that way. You know, in order for our fans to get behind us and feel confident in our football team, we got to go out and do something about it. And our players understand that, and it's on us to go do it.
And speaking of accomplishing that goal, what are some keys to victory on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, if they're going to secure a win Saturday?
Well, first we got to take care of the football offensively. We can't have any turnovers, you know. And then on the flip side of it, defensively, we need some more takeaways. We got some last week. We need more, you know. And then overall, we got to be able to stop the run on defense, and we got to be able to run the ball on offense. If we can do those two things, then good things can happen for our football team.
Well, thanks, Coach. For Coach Taggart, I'm Jay Sutton, and we'll see you next week on Noles All Access. Noles All Access is brought to you by the energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling.